Right after Bitcoin hit its price target of the W-shaped pattern, we saw resistance coming in and we saw a massive rejection hitting the markets. And on today's update video, obviously, I want to be talking about why this is happening, why we should definitely pay attention towards today, and why today is probably going to be a massive day for Bitcoin and the entire market. I want to be, of course, talk about the seasonality of this cycle. I want to be talking about this major level of previous resistance that now is going to get retested, and this level is going to be absolutely critical in my opinion. And of course, I'm just going to be talking more about the seasonality, where we're currently sitting in this cycle, what I am of course currently doing with all of my trades I currently still have open. I'm going to be talking about a big opportunity in the market. I'm going to give an update on my Optos trade and so much more on today's update video. So don't forget to once again slam that like button back above 1,000 likes will be highly appreciated, and let me jump straight away in today's update video. So to kick off the video, if we're looking back at this previous level of resistance for Bitcoin, this was of course exactly the level that got us rejected this time around here, and now we are basically creating somewhat of a head and shoulders pattern, and this of course kickstarted somewhat of this slight little correction phase in the market. Basically ever since we broke the upper sloping support line, we broke towards the downside, but all in all, this is just a very normal correction that we got after seeing such a massive rally towards the upside. And what I basically want to be talking about is that if we're basically looking back at the previous corrections in the market, the bottom was marked whenever we saw the outflows peaking on the Bitcoin ETF. And basically the uptrends are marked by high significant inflows also on those ETFs here. And yesterday we got already a $900 million buy from BlackRock, and all the other data is still yet to come in here. There is clear and very strong accumulation currently ongoing from institutions, and this shows you that probably this rally is not over yet here. And really, whenever we're going to be seeing this bias switch around here, it is obviously going to tell us a complete different story, that maybe we should start to be a little bit more fearful in the market. And also, before diving deeply in towards the charts, I quickly want to talk about something me and my team came up to. Because if we're looking at the exact seasonality for Bitcoin for the last year, we can see that for every Wednesday in this last year for Bitcoin, the best performance came for Bitcoin. Because on average, Bitcoin goes up 1% on a Wednesday. And if we're going to be looking at timings, it should be happening in approximately 5 hours from of this point of recording. So that is, of course, very interesting data. And I just want to be mentioning this, that yes, if we just purely look at all the times, Wednesday is the day that Bitcoin usually tends to be pumping. So let's see how it's going to be playing out this time around here. But of course, Bitcoin created this W-shaped pattern, and yeah, ever since we broke the neckline, of course, we mentioned this price target many times before, but exactly on the $126,000 level, which was the price target, we saw a major rejection coming in for Bitcoin. But ultimately, I don't think we should really be worrying, because if we just look at the seasonal trend for Bitcoin, October, November are historically the best performing months for the entire cryptocurrency industry. And yes, if we're just looking also at about where the top should be getting created for Bitcoin, according to history, we are still about 4 weeks out before historically Bitcoin should be topping out here. So we still got some time left here as well. And if I'm now looking, of course, at the daily time frame, of course, we created this bull flag pattern. This bull flag pattern exactly broke out right here, and now you can see that we are seeing a slight little rejection, but it is of course more than normal in my opinion. But this major level of previous resistance is now exactly going to be getting retested as support, hopefully. And of course, if this level holds as support, this is only going to be the base for this next rally towards the upside. And of course, I've mentioned it many times before on the channel. If we just look at the clear data, we of course broke above the Fibonacci resistance level on that weekly time frame. For me, it's very clear. The next target for Bitcoin is going to be 137 to about $130,000. And yes, I've mentioned it many times before, go heavily short on Bitcoin whenever we are going to be hitting that $137,000 target. But of course, if you want to be staying up to date on all the trades that I am taking with my team, of course, make sure to join the private Telegram group here, because here I'm giving real-time updates on all the trades I'm opening, on all the trades I have open, and you can very easily join it by using that second link in today's video description. So go to the second link in today's video description to join the private Telegram group. But if you are maybe interested in trading on a DEX here, the best DEX out there, in my opinion, is the DEX from BYBIT. This is a decentralized exchange where you can basically trade with your wallet. And yeah, Apex is the exchange that basically BYBIT incubated. And by the way, this Apex token I've been holding for quite a long time here, ever since 40 cents. It's already up 5x, and I'm definitely going to continue to hold this token. And by the way, if you go to best DEX in the video description and sign up an account to Apex, you can claim $10,000 worth of Apex tokens by only using this link in today's video description. So make sure to check it out in that link for sure in today's video description. But basically, the reasons why I'm bullish on Apex is very simple, because they've got this major buyback program, just like Aster, and Aster is valued around like $5 billion, and Apex is about $250 million. So personally, I also think the token can definitely catch up here. That is why I've personally been exposed to it. And of course, I'm not just saying this, but like you can see here on September the 25th, I basically talked about Apex, that this is going to be the Aster of BYBIT. And at that time, it was around 50 cents, even 45, and now it's already on $2. So I am not messing around here, but also personally, I think the exchange itself is a very good exchange, because they have multiple things outside of crypto trading. You can literally trade stocks over there. You have a prediction market, and yeah, they've got very good tokenomics as well here. And if you're trading on the exchange, you can earn a lot of Apex tokens yourself as well. So yeah, personally, I just like Apex a lot. And if you want to be using it yourself, make sure to just check it out in today's video description. But anyways, going a little bit deeper, of course, if you've been in the VIP Telegram group here, you know that I've taken this trade on Aptos. And personally, I think Aptos is holding very strong in this most recent correction. And if I'm looking at Aptos, you can just clearly see it's currently getting retested by this level right here. I personally think this is once again a buy zone. If we're going to be holding this level, I think the next move is going to be more exponential towards the upside. So yeah, for that Aptos trade, I'm still holding it open. I think it's worth the risk to hold it open. But as soon as we're going to be hitting this $6.1, I am definitely going to be taking some profits off the table. But obviously, if you are in that VIP Telegram group, I am going to give you updates in real time what I'm doing with my trades here. So that is, of course, going to be exciting. Then yesterday, I talked about this bull flag pattern for Ethereum. This, of course, started to break out. But, of course, exactly what I mentioned in yesterday's video as well. And in all the videos before as well. Guys, I said Ethereum needs to break this high to confirm the bullish breakout. And that is, of course, exactly where we got rejected from. Because this is such a pivotal level. This is the previous high in the market. If we can flip it, we're just flipping it in towards a bullish trend again. But now it's still in this reaccumulation phase here. And ultimately, if it is going to see a correction towards this $2,300 level, I personally want to be buying aggressively, opening up even long positions again here on Ethereum. But for now on, what I'm doing is just waiting for my Ethereum position. But if it comes back towards this level, I think it's going to be a good buy again here, because ultimately, I really think Ethereum looks like it is going to be exploding soon here. I mean, yesterday I did a deep dive in towards Ethereum, but yeah, it clearly looks like it is going to be exploding next year. So yeah, this was it for me in today's update video. Outside of this, there's not a lot of new stuff to discuss here. But thank you so much for watching towards this amazing new update video. If you did learn something from it, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, snap on that like button, and see you guys on the next one. Peace out. Goodbye.